The summer of 2024 was the best one yet. From making so many fun videos, to traveling to Europe for the very first time, to getting at NG Models American Airlines McDonnell MD-80 and 1:400 scale, it's time for a channel update to summarize this amazing experience and to prepare for the fall of 2024. I really hope all of you are excited for this, so without any further delay, let's go ahead and get started, everybody. Welcome everybody to the channel update for fall 2024. I hope each and every one of you are excited for today's video, as today we're going to jump into all you need to know about how the summer went and really dive into detail on what to expect for the fall. So this is a super exciting video today. I'm really looking forward to this, as man, it was just an incredible summer, 100% the best one yet, and the even better part is it's going to be the best fall yet too, as we have so many exciting developments from the model aircraft landscape to our real life aviation content and just overall all the pieces in between. So we have a bunch to talk about. It might be a little bit of a longer video today, so feel free to get a popcorn and beverage if you'd like to. Again, really excited to talk about all these topics, and we have a bunch to dive into today, everybody. So first and foremost, let's just go ahead and get started. So as always, I know it's cliche every single time, but I can't thank each and every one of you enough for continuing to support my channel. It was an incredible summer with so many amazing memories, not only for myself, but also for you, the viewers, as well. And what you got to see this summer, I just thought was super awesome. I was super proud and just overall delighted with all the content that I got to share. Considering how many days this summer I was gone, to still be able to upload every single day for the most part and be able to get all this content out was truly a testament to my dedication to my fans in this channel, and I couldn't be more fortunate to be here today. So I'm just super thankful for all the lessons I've learned along the way and what dedication and persistence means to me, and I hope that was transpired during this summer in my YouTube channel. So I really hope all of you enjoyed it. I think I was gone for a total of like 45 or 50 days, which was about half the summer. So to be able to still make it happen and to get videos out every single day and to just make it happen was an absolutely incredible feeling. And I hope each and every one of you were able to see that through my channel this summer. And I'm really excited to continue to do that moving forward as my life continues to get busier and busier by the day. But this channel is one of my highest priorities, and I make it a focal point to share all my aviation content and obviously who I am as a person with all of you. So I really hope all of you can see that, and I hope all of you enjoyed that. So with that being said, it's time to jump into the summer 2024 summary, and then we'll, of course, as we go throughout today's video, we'll talk about particular elements and characteristics of what's going on here. So let's get started with the summer 2024 summary. So first and foremost, it was really an amazing variety of uploads this summer. I was really happy with the amount of variety that my channel saw this summer. So let's go ahead and dive into it all. So of course, we had the summer 2024 update right about 3 months ago. It was a really great video, and we talked about all the various characteristics, or characteristics is the wrong word, all of what you could expect this summer. So we were finishing up the Indianapolis, Cincinnati, Dayton trip. That was really fun. So that's what you see here at the end. And then more videos, I'm going to try to be making these one-off videos on the aircraft model sales. So that's what you saw with Memorial Day. So Labor Day, hopefully we'll have enough to do one for that. So looking forward to that. Plenty of fun airport updates. And then we did that companion pass video on Southwest. That was a fun video. So obviously you can tell some of these videos have more views than others, but the primary objective with these videos was to get it out for all of you. And I'm very glad that so many of them did perform really well, like that Great Plains update for May 2024. That was one big miss. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to get another update recorded till August. I'll take full responsibility for that. I needed to plan more time than what I was able to come up with before my departure to Europe in June. So I'll take full responsibility for why there wasn't a June and July update, but hopefully the rest of the content was able to make up for that. Speaking of which, we started the Pacific Northwest excursion, which we're still have about half of that to go. This content's been really fun to produce, but I really didn't want to rush it. So that's why we're just going through it at a normal pace. We're doing about a video or two a week, and I think that's really worked well. So we started that in June, obviously, with that Alaska trip report, which ended up being very popular. So I hope all of you enjoyed it, and I'd highly recommend checking out any of these videos if they look appealing, as once again, I put tremendous work into making them a reality, and they've been really fun. So again, we're only halfway through that trip, and we'll talk about it more later in the video, but it's been a really good one. So I've really enjoyed that. We had the final preparation video, or second to last rather, for Airliners International 2024, which was a huge success, as we'll see here later. And of course, all of our airport updates and massive unboxings went really well. And then the Pacific Northwest content really gets going here with the Seattle airport video, plane spotting at Seattle, and the Alaska Airlines Company store. More airport updates, including a fun little cameo there to KLM E2, which was quite a timing situation there, to say the least. Airline collectible hauls were a little bit slower. I would like to get on a little bit more of a groove with that. There'll be one coming out recently, so definitely check that out if you haven't seen it yet. But of course, we had the Dallas updates, of course, and we continued to grind. Glad they get Dallas back in the rotation this summer. That was great. We had some cool one-off videos like the Southwest annual report, and of course some release reactions. And then I did a halfway point update of my Europe trip. All of what you just saw was uploaded during that trip, so that was pretty cool. But yeah, what a trip it was. I can't recommend checking out that video enough to really dive into detail on it. I'll talk about it a little bit more on in the video, but man, it was incredible. There's the final Airliners International preparation video, and as you can see here, we have some of the clips that came from that, and it was quite fun, with some more cameos like the North Central DC-9, and then of course some unboxings and various clip videos once again in the announcement for Airliners International 2025, which will be taking place at the Atlanta Hartsfield-Jackson International Airport from June 25th to 28th of 2025. Can't recommend enough to make plans. It's going to be an awesome show, and we'll talk about that more here later in the video. And as you can see, the airline collectible hauls continue, along with some more one-off videos. The fleet wide types get back in a consistent groove, which was awesome. And then we got over to our Vancouver Aviation Content, which we just wrapped up, so check out all those videos like the seaplane base plane spotting, and then our Airlines International reflection videos, the haul video, the full trip video on Europe and Airlines International 2024. That one was really great, so I can't recommend checking that one out enough. And we still have plenty of relevant videos up here, like the content preview for AI 2024 and the airport updates with Syracuse Aviation, which has been a really fun collaboration effort on our channel, so I've really enjoyed doing that and super excited for more of that to come. Massive unboxing number 50 was surpassed this summer with our Airlines International 2024 haul, which I thought was really great. And we also had jet set models debut some amazing ground service equipment from Cones and Marshallers, so we were able to highlight that for the very first time, and more videos with them will be coming in the near future. As I said earlier, the American Airlines McDonnell MD-80 came out in 1:400 scale from NG models. What an amazing moment that was, and now you're seeing those videos on screen now, which was incredible to make and such an amazing memory. We're not quite done with those videos, as we do have more comparisons and other videos coming up with those, so stay on the lookout for those as they come out. The Harbor Air flight was really great. Really enjoyed that. More Dallas updates, more release reactions, and the Airlines International 2024 Day 1 vlog was a huge success, so really enjoyed making all of those. The ground service equipment makes its debut, and we do have Tulsa International Airport news finally getting out after an absence due to that trip, so that's what we're seeing here. We did have a family trip in here as well, a couple of 2-day and weekend trips, and then some day trips coming up too, which I'll explain in a moment. The L1011 TriStar Tour from Airlines International 2024 was a blast, no doubt about it. And again, that GSE really making its dividends at Tulsa International Airport. Massive unboxings continue to roll out. Here's number 51 from a few weeks ago. And then we have Model Aircraft Database, another very unique video I was super excited to make, and it's an awesome place to log your models, so I can't recommend checking that out enough. The airport updates continue, along with some really cool model snags, and Spot LEX is coming right around the corner, so highly recommend checking into that if you want any last minute activities to do with that. Really fun video from the summer that I was super happy with was the Airlines International 2024 GeminiJets seminar by Todd Michaels. That was a huge opportunity for us to gain some insight on GeminiJets and what they're all about, so I really enjoyed making that video. It was really awesome, along with more release reactions. The Pacific Coastal Trip Port was very popular, so I was still really happy about that, along with plane spotting at Vancouver and all those videos. The first preparation video for Airlines International 2025 is a great one. I recommend checking it out. Great Plains is back in the lineup, as it should be and will be for the rest of the year and beyond, so super excited to get back on track there. The custom airport diorama base was a really fun video, so we have more unique ones like that coming up. More airport tours. The GeminiJets collection at Vancouver was a fun one to make. More release reactions. The Departed Wings book by John Jameson was wonderful. The Aircan, the Lounge, and we continue to wrap up the Vancouver videos up here as we speak. The memorabilia haul from AI 2024, an Everglades National Airport update with Anderson, massive unboxing 52, and then of course we have Flight Study, which was a great one. And getting into the recent videos here with some of the airport updates, another Jet Set Models video, and another AI video. So overall, it was a really great summer of content. Getting into some more detail here on the analytics, you can see over 270,000 views, which is incredible. That does include YouTube Shorts, but still an amazing number to think about. 12,000 watch hours, which is just incredible to think about. That is a crazy amount of time. Might have been the whole summer at the time, if not more. So I'm not sure what the exact math on it is, but that's a large number. And 733 new subscribers to my channel, and thank you so much for stopping by, and I hope you're excited for what's to come. So safe to say we are moving and grooving, to say the least. Diving into some of the most popular videos here on the channel, as you can see here, mass unboxing number X continues the roll with almost 10,000 views over the summer, and number 50 as well. Plenty of shorts there kind of leading the way, but of course the trip report's really making their stand here with the American First Class from earlier this year, Massive Great Plains update from last June of 23, and you're also going to find the trip reports as I mentioned. So really great to see those, and overall a very productive summer in those departments. When we look at the actual videos, 160,000 views, that's a large number. I'm not sure what it was in the first part of the year, but I think this was substantially higher than that, so that's awesome. And all these statistics here look really great, so super happy about all this, and I can't thank each and every one of you enough for making this a reality. So awesome to see some of the audience retention numbers and the browse features and all of the ways all of you viewers are finding my videos. Sorry for talking a little too fast, but it was a really exciting summer to say the least. You can see the popular videos once again, and you can definitely tell that it was very productive in that department. We can go over to the audience demographic over here. You can see 733 subscribers, which was awesome, and this is when most of you are active. Seems like it's more moved up towards the earlier part of the day, which is, kind of interesting, but at the same time, I can kind of see it. But here during the week, we'll continue to roll with the 4 p.m. Central Time upload for the main video of the day, and then secondary videos will probably be at 6 p.m. Central Time. I think is what I'm rolling with. We have 60% of you from the United States, but we can also find 3.7 from the UK. But to get it a little bit more narrowed down here, the videos tab does a little bit better job. So 5% from the United Kingdom, 4% from Canada, 2% from the Philippines and on. So I really appreciate it. And nearly 80% are not subscribed. So pretty interesting breakdown right there. But overall, it was such a productive summer in the statistics category, and I really appreciate all of you watching the videos. It's so awesome, and I've very much enjoyed making them all, and I hope all of you have enjoyed as well. So let's go back into our demographic here on the template here. So Europe's Airlines International, Hawaii, and the day trips really carried. It was so awesome. Let's go ahead and jump into the flights. So we had 49 flights this summer, which, considering how busy I was and all the various pieces of the puzzle, I thought that was super awesome. So now at the year, we're at 119 flights, 106 of those domestic, 13 international, and here's all the statistics, which is crazy to think. Going forward after this fall, these numbers will lower substantially, and I'll talk about that later in the video, what is going on. So it's for the best, trust me. But as you can see, it's been very productive. We had 7 flights in May, 18 flights in June, 15 flights in July, and 16 so far in August. So really awesome. Actually, I'm done for August, aren't I? So anyway, really productive, and as you can see, it went really well. So that was awesome. 90 routes this year, which is awesome. 11 countries, 26 total aircraft types, including 26 737-700s by themselves. Thank you, Southwest. 20 airlines, which is awesome. 40 flights on Southwest this year so far, so you can see what they're doing. And as you can see, Tulsa International Airport leads the way with Denver, St. Louis, Dallas-Fort Worth, Dallas-Love Field, Los Angeles, and Atlanta all behind. 60 total airports. It's been a very productive summer, and overall, it's been wonderful. So you can see the map here. Really great. All this over here, along with another round to Hawaii. So feeling very fortunate for all that. And overall, it was super great. So with that all being said, let's go ahead and look at the individual flights real quick. I won't spend too much time on this because it's pretty elaborative, but we'll still go into some details. So beginning the summer off, we went to the Chicago Day Show on these 3 flights. Great to get the American 787. I've really wanted to fly United to Chicago from here, so that was all very productive. Really enjoyed all that. We did a companion pass day trip on Southwest, including 4 737s over to St. Louis, Dallas, and Denver. Very fun day there, so really enjoyed that. That kicked off the huge trip over the Europe and Airlines International 2024, starting off with all these various flights. Getting into the real highlights, though, really great to check out New York for the very first time. That was wonderful. And then plenty of great flights around Europe. I did that full video, so I'm not going to dive into every piece of it, but major highlights like Aviation Megastore, and obviously the British Airways A380, Virgin Atlantic A350, all the business class flights across Europe, including the A350s for Finnair and Singapore, and the Iberia A330-200, and then all the narrow bodies. It was really fascinating to learn about from that aspect of it. It was really cool. As for the plane spotting, it was so different. They have so many awesome dedicated observation areas in conjunction with so many, ERJ-190s particularly, but also plenty of Airbus aircraft to find too. You can even see that there's not a single Boeing aircraft narrow body wise I flew in Europe, so that really shows you where it's at. So yeah, absolutely incredible time. And then obviously there was so many great museums, and then like I said, Aviation Megastore, for example, all the model aircraft. It all came together so nicely, and it was quite wonderful. So this was exactly what I was going for, and that was all great. Arriving back into Boston, that was great. And then obviously we had the Syracuse and Indianapolis excursions. Both those were wonderful, and really enjoyed those very much. And that took us to Airlines International Kansas City, which again was an awesome time. Really had a bunch of fun, and I have more particular breakdown videos there, so I'll refer you to those. What I will say though is that it was an awesome excursion afterwards over the Sioux Falls of Minneapolis. And then following that, of course, we had the 3 flights to get back, and it wasn't exactly how I drew it up, but I'm very glad that it happened that way for the aforementioned reasons in those videos. All right, getting into the family trip though. I didn't talk about this too much on the channel yet, but I did have an awesome family trip over to Hawaii with my family. So we took American over to LAX, and then followed that up with Alaska Airlines over to Honolulu. Really great time with them, really enjoyed it. We even got to do another helicopter ride over on the Garden Island, which remains to be my favorite. Honolulu Airport's great, but the Garden Island's just beautiful. So wonderful place. 2 Hawaiian 717 flights. Was supposed to be 3, but anyway, I'll dive into that more at a later time. So all that was wonderful. Really enjoyed that. And then we came back in on Allegiant, the Together delivery, which was quite fun. So that was really great. And then I did a little 2-day trip real quick to knock out some big desires, including the Tulsa to Tampa St. Petersburg route on Allegiant. Finally flying silver, which has been a high goal of mine. So really glad to knock it out on 2 ATR 42s. One was going to be a 72, but all of it worked out anyway. So that was great. And then originally it was supposed to be a Delta A350, turned into an A330-300 on this flight, so really enjoyed that. And then a Delta 717 to round it out, and super glad I was finally able to knock out some really fun plane spotting from the south deck at Atlanta. That was really wonderful, and looking forward to doing more of that next summer during Airliners International. And then from there, the day trip skew begins, so I'll go ahead and kind of tell you what happened here. So multiple objectives were meant to be knocked out here, so I'll make it as brief as I can real quick. So first and foremost, what happened was I just wanted to do a Dallas day trip just for fun and get some really good spotting in, and it was nice and clear that day, so $75 worked out really well. Southwest there, American back, really enjoyed that. One of my biggest objectives since I failed doing 6 flights earlier this year in one day was to try to do that again. I was able to plan that out for Wednesday, August 14th, and was successful with every flight arriving early, which was awesome. So the routing was Tulsa, Dallas, Denver, Austin, Midland, Las Vegas, Tulsa. All that came together so nicely. It was wonderful. Really enjoyed that, and I really would like to do that again. So absolutely great time. In fact, I don't think I got Dallas to Denver in here by accident. Yikes, that no wonder. So the numbers are actually wrong. So it's actually 50 flights for the summer. So my bad on that. But yeah, that was a huge miss on my side. You know, it does happen really quick. So that's why we reviewed these criteria. So this will be reevaluated, and I'm going to get that added in after this video. So yeah, heck of a deal on that, but I'm glad that I caught that now, because I was reading through this, like, where's Dallas to Denver? Well, it's not here. So we'll get that fixed up. But yeah, that was really great. Sorry, the information's on there, but I'll get that fixed up here shortly. All right, getting back into the grind. That was a really great day. Really enjoyed that. From there, quick Oklahoma City day trip for Frontier. They had 2 flights in one day this month on Thursdays and Sundays. Had to take advantage of it for $60. Really great time. And now I have both model aircraft in 1-400. Stay tuned for more information on that later. And then lastly, to round it out, the Allegiant Max 8 was supposed to start service into Tulsa on August 16th. Ended up becoming a 320, but ended up doing a great trip with the guys, so really enjoyed that. So we went Tulsa to Orlando on the 320, and then spotted there, went MCO to Baltimore on Spirit 320, the same crowns when I flew last winter, so that was really great. And then we had spotting there at Washington National and checked out the Smithsonian Museum, so really enjoyed that. And lastly, back over from Reagan to Hobby on Southwest, and Hobby to Tulsa on Southwest, so really enjoyed all that. And then, did I forget to log 2 more flights? I thought for sure I put them in here. I don't know where they're at, but anyway, during the first week of school here, I did 1 more day trip, and there's more coming up, but this was the last one I would consider for the summer batch. And it was Tulsa, Atlanta, Raleigh, Charlotte, Miami, Tulsa. I don't know where they're at. They should be here. I added them. I guess my phone must have just glitched out when I added them, so that maybe is what happened previously. But anyway, I guess 50 did seem a little, I thought that it seemed like it was a little incomplete, but I guess it really was. So anyway, Delta 717, 757, American 321, 777-200 premium economy, and the American Miami route, which was a big goal of mine to get knocked down to 175. So all of it was really great. Really enjoyed all of that, and that was a really great time. So yeah, sorry for the summary being a little bit longer, but I just wanted to give some insight on what's going on and all the content to expect. But it was certainly a great summer. It was a huge success, and I'm super excited for what's to come, and I hope each and every one of you are as well. With that all being said, it's time to talk about what's going on for the fall of 2024 and what you can expect. So first and foremost, we have many day and weekend trips ahead, so it's going to be awesome. Looking super forward to sharing all that on Instagram first, so definitely go follow me over there if you haven't already. That will be the best place to see what's going on the stories, and then of course the post as well. So looking super forward to all the trips coming up. I have some pretty clever and fun ideas planned out, so I think that it's going to be a really good time. And again, I think that all of you will enjoy the content when we're able to get it out. So we'll get into that talk in a moment. Let's first and foremost talk about the model aircraft content that you can expect, since obviously it is the bread and butter of the channel here. So airport updates, model unboxings, reviews, fleet by types, release reactions, and other such content will continue as normal. There are no major changes besides that we'll continue to upload as many of these videos as possible. Apologies about the airport updates getting a little in between, and as of for, like, you know, some of them getting delayed and all that. None of that's ever intentional. It's just sometimes when I'm planning this far out on content and can't get the airport updates recorded far enough in advance. It just happens. But the good news is I should have a relatively open fall relative to the summer and should be able to get back on track on most of those. So we're really excited about that. And I do hope to make more assessment videos, news videos, how to, etc. in the model landscape. There are a bunch of really cool concepts to talk about, so I definitely want to talk about those. But I am super excited to announce that a brand new model airport will be debuting very soon. So stay on the lookout for that. I am super excited about that project, and I think it's going to be a great asset here to my channel. And there also will be very exciting assessment videos. Particularly the first one will be the rise of GeminiJets in 2024. That video is high on my to-do list, and I'm excited to get that out. But we'll also be assessing NG's current landscape here in 1-400, and we're also going to talk about just the model aircraft landscape in general and how all the manufacturers have really made it a competitive landscape over the last 3 years particularly. So very excited for all that, and it's going to be a really great time. So I hope all of you are excited for it. Let's talk about the in real life content, because obviously this is pretty much what I had listed for the summer, but there's a reason that's all highlighted and all that. So the Denver day trip was completed as expected. Now the goal was to get through Oshkosh. Okay, the Pacific Northwest trip, I said in that channel update that it was going to probably be tedious to get through it in all of the summer, and we're only we're probably about 60% of the way through with it. Now at Vancouver, I think I added in 2 or 3 additional videos from what I initially planned on. I think there was a couple of additional ones, but as far as getting it out, it was pretty consistent. It just, unfortunately, getting 3 out a week with how many other videos there are was a little, a little much. And I thought that balancing it out was more enjoyable than rushing completely through it. So that's why we're about 60% of the way through. We still got to get the Cranbrook, we still got Calgary, and then obviously we have the flights back in. So it's not going to take much longer. I would expect to probably be getting close by the beginning of October, if even that. I do think that within, a little bit more than a month, we're probably going to be getting to the back half of that. So again, getting closer, but I still really want to finish on a high point. We still have the 2 prop trip ports that need to be done. The Cranbrook layover was really great, so that will get a couple videos. So again, I'm very hopeful that by mid-October, hopefully at the absolute latest, we complete that, and then we'll move forward towards the next content. I have not decided how I want to distribute the Oshkosh content, but that will be coming out sometime probably in October or so, maybe a little bit later. We'll just see how it falls into place. I think my SD cards are still good from that. I don't think any of them corrupted, so we should be in good shape on that. And then also the Destin trip from August 2023, we'll run through that real quick. I'll do a full video on what I think about Allegiant, and then we'll also do the plane spotting, and there was 2 museums, I believe, in that as well. So that'll be ran through within a couple weeks pretty quick. And then from there, that will take us on to, I probably should have listed it because I was hoping to make it through all of that regardless, if possible. It's from last summer. I kind of forgot to remove that. But anyway, hopefully if Destin can get us to sometime by, I want to have all that done by Thanksgiving at the absolute latest, but I hope to have it done sooner, maybe by mid-October, late October, whatever it is. Anyway, after Destin, what comes up, I have to think about it. We have the California Zephyr trip, so that was really fun. We'll do one video on the Zephyr to get a full analysis of that. We'll also have all the plane spotting in San Francisco and all that. And then from there, we just have a wide variety of day trips, I believe. There might be a couple of weekend ones, but I think it's mainly day trips that come up next. So outside of the Breeze A220 and maybe one other, the majority of that will be put into just a handful of videos. So we're going to run through that pretty quick. So my goal is to hopefully be to the Atlanta Collectible Show from fall 2023, which I hate to be that far behind, but that's just the reality of it. I hope to be to that by the next channel update at the latest. So hopefully we were able to run through it all. There's a bunch of really good content, so I really want to share it, but that Pacific Northwest trip really doesn't deserve to be rushed with how good it was. So we're in a little bit of a skew because of that, but once that's complete, then I think we're going to run through all of this at a very efficient yet exciting pace. So I'm really excited about all of that. Airliners International 2023 has been concluded, so we're on 2024, obviously, so you know that. And then Spot LAX, as I was mentioning, is coming up, so super excited about that. We'll be sure to do I'll try to do the videos a little bit more promptly for that. I don't know how many spotting sessions there will be, so I might try to do that like once a month or so, pace it out. So I'll decide on how to do that. But Tulsa news is going great, so super happy about that. And then the aviation news is also hopefully going to become more relevant as well. And as of for Airliners International 2024 content, I have the content outline preview video on my channel, so definitely check that out for more detail. But long story short, 1 video a week all the way up until Atlanta, so very happy with the flow of it so far. We might get a couple more videos at some point, maybe like halfway through or so. Obviously content always changes, and I left some wiggle room if I don't have enough videos, but I also left some wiggle room if I have too many videos to get out 2 a week. So anyway, though, expect it to be on average about every 7 days or so, and we'll continue to move forward. But it's been great, and I'm excited to make more of it as we have some really great content to share there. I do really want to start doing monthly spotting videos at TUL. Although I haven't been spotting there as much as of late due to how busy I've been, I still would like to, share the highlights and what's going on there. So I definitely would like to do that in the future too. So that's still a very relevant goal. Along with quizzes, recaps, and all that, we'll have the recap videos for all the trips there, especially the Pacific Northwest. We'll definitely make that elaborate. But nevertheless, looking forward to that, and all of this is looking pretty good. As of for Microsoft Flight Simulator live streams, these are planning to resume soon. I'm not sure what the frequency will be yet, but Plane Spotter DK will be graduating in December. That was unexpected. So my goal is to do as many as we can before he's gone. And then once he gets his job and probably will be moving out of the area, I would presume, we'll be on to whatever comes next. But anyway, I really appreciate all of his time for making these live streams a reality. They've been really fun to do, and I hope to at least do a handful more before it becomes not a reality anymore. So that's the goal. And plenty of other aviation content will be coming out as well. We're going to have the airline collectible hauls continuing to go strong. I'll try to do at least one a month, maybe one every 3 weeks or so. We have plenty of aviation and memorabilia videos, which we did do a couple of those over the summer, so that was nice. So I hope to do more of them, like on the books, the manuals. I still have all the playing cards from 2023 to evaluate, so on and so forth. I really would like to get into these how-to videos. They're just a little time consuming, and obviously planning it all out and having enough examples and all that takes some time, but this is definitely on my back burner list once all of what we talked about already gets complete. And I would like to do some more videos on the boarding pass and safety card collections among that, and more chat live streams and so on. So all of this is kind of lower on the list, obviously, but it is long-term burning desire to do all these videos. So I definitely hope to do that more in the future. And I also want to add that I hope to do some more fun videos. I know we recently crossed 10,000 subscribers, which again, thank you all so much for that. So I hope to do some fun videos looking back. There's a bunch of content from 2018, 2019 that is pretty fun to watch back. I've been watching back a little bit of that, so maybe we could dive into that, or whatever it is. There's a bunch of fun videos out there is my point. So plenty of fun content to dive back into, reacting to and just analyzing. And then we also have plenty here. I definitely want to do some more videos on my aviation memorabilia, and I also talked very similar concepts over there to the progression of GeminiJets in 2024, videos like that. So I have plenty of that I would like to make, so I hope to make more of that coming up soon. It's just tough because I have been working pretty much every day that I've not been making or doing trips pretty much. So it's either work or doing trips, and in the evenings is when I come back and get all these videos out. So yeah, it's a fine line for sure, and I hope to take a couple of days off of work. It is very flexible, so I can work as much as I want. So that's really nice. But I'll take a couple of days off, especially near the holiday times, to continue to get as many of these videos planned out and all that. I really want to, there's plenty of videos to make. Obviously there's so much time in the day. So, but obviously this is where I want to talk about this part. It's not listed anywhere, but I do want to talk about the future and what's coming up, because it is going to be pretty relevant going into next spring particularly. Let's talk about it. So here we go on this. So I really want to make the most of this fall, and obviously what's coming up in the future, because next spring, January through May, I will have an upcoming internship, which I'm super excited about. That will be an 8 to 5 job, Monday through Friday. With that said, that's going to take substantial time, and I will not be in my area here, so I'm not going to be living at the house. With all that being said, content could be slightly affected from that. As of for going off of daily, I don't think it's going to be that bad. I think I'm going to be able to have enough content prepared to not have to reduce the upload frequency. However, I do think that it's going to be a bunch of pre-recording and fairly similar to what we've already done. Some of the videos will be more relevant to whatever time frame that I make them for, obviously, so they won't be obviously recorded in the moment. So the only major difference to take away from that is that most of it will be pre-recorded content. Obviously, I'll still be able to do the release reactions, and all computer videos will be really easy to do in the moment. But again, it's 8 to 5 every day. So I do hope to, I'm thinking the balance will be, because I won't be able to do as many day trips, obviously, with this new schedule. It's not going to be flexible work. I can't get off for the internship. So what I'm hoping to do is one weekend I'll come home, film videos, hang out with family, and then next weekend I'll probably do a day trip on Saturday or a weekend trip on Saturday and Sunday. It's kind of what I'm thinking. So I plan to go back and forth every weekend. I think this will provide good and ideal opportunity to obviously get all the content done, rest, and hang out with family, but also continue to get some flying in. So that's what I was talking about on the statistics here. I'm really going for as much as I can right now, because I know that going forward it's not going to be as much due to the internship. So, but I'm very excited about it, aviation related, so it's going to be really awesome, and I'll talk about more details at a later time on that. But I'm really looking forward to it, and I think it's going to be huge for my career and what's coming up going forward. So I'm really looking forward to progressing in the aviation industry, and this will be a great avenue to do just that. So we'll talk about it more at a later time, but I do want to say that what's relevant now is that I really want to make make the most of what we're doing right now. This channel will always be a high priority of mine. I always plan to be uploading as much as possible. Whether it's going to be daily or not, long term, we'll see. But I would be absolutely shocked if we're not uploading 3 times a week long term. So I'm very excited about it. Whether it will be consolidated down or what the real life content's going to look like, etc., I have no idea. But what I will say is that as of for the normal US flights, like, you know, Southwest 737s, all that, most of that's going to get consolidated down. Like, for example, what I did last week with all those flights, you know, all the Southwest ones and Frontier and all that, unless if it's a new product to the channel or a really fun flight that needs its own video, all that will be put into one video. So for example, that whole week's just going to be one video now. So that's kind of the plan. So we'll just do almost kind of like the monthly plane spotting for Tulsa. It'll kind of be like a monthly flying around summary video, but a large trip report. So I might include takeoff and landings. I might just voice it over and just put a clips over it. I don't know, haven't decided yet, but going forward, I will say that it will be much less than what we've had previously. And that's just because obviously we got to make it to some more fun content, right? The content's great, but you know, the Hawaii trip from last winter is really great. That needs videos, along with the Europe trip. Obviously, there's so much to do with that. So we just got to start making progress. So I'm hoping to kick it in the gear here. And obviously, you all have seen a Southwest 737 on my channel at this point. We're not going to spend more time reviewing it in depth against, but we will cover it. Obviously, I will tell you what I've done, and you know, obviously, like, oh, I got a voucher on this day for XYZ, right? So I'll tell you know the highlights, but we're not going to get into, you know, the nitty gritty on what the tray table looks like. We've already done that. So anyway, with that being said, I'm super excited for what's coming. I'm excited to maximize the opportunities with this channel and obviously this platform. So definitely go check out my Instagram. Once again, this is a great place to check out the content along with the flying around just for fun and obviously the plane spotting and all that. And also the model account's also been going really strong. So definitely check it out too. It's RRA models. So if you like the up close shot with models, this has been an awesome platform to utilize to get that out for all of you. So definitely check this one out too if you'd like to as well. So I really hope all of you enjoyed the channel update. It's going to be an awesome fall. I'm really excited for it. I hope to do some more unique content, and this is an awesome opportunity. Let me know in the comments down below what kind of content you would like to see. I'm always open to making new types of content that sound enjoyable to all of you, so don't hesitate to comment below. I'm always interested in innovating my channel and, you know, doing what's not been done before. So if you have any desires, let me know, and I'll probably send out a Google form in the next couple of weeks to gain any sort of feedback, because I really do want to continue to innovate this channel and make it as enjoyable for the viewer as possible. So for all of you that watch these channel updates, thank you so much. I know they're not the most viewed videos on my channel, but I'm one of those people that I really like getting my plans out there and letting everybody know what to expect, because I at least enjoyed that when I was consistently watching YouTube videos, but now I'm making the YouTube videos. So I know that's some of the videos I look the most forward to. So I did want to let you know what the plan was for the fall, and it's going to be an awesome fall. So I'm really excited for it, and I hope all of you are as well. And by all means, once again, comment below if you have any feedback or just want to say thank you or whatever it is. I really appreciate it, and I'm looking super forward to what's to come in the near future. But with all that being said, everybody, that'll do for the channel update for fall 2024. I really hope all of you enjoyed this, and I'm eager to look back on this and start in 2025. It'll be quite the time, so we'll talk about that when we get there. But for now, it's time to enjoy the fall and all the great weather and obviously all the vibes. So I'm excited for it. Hope you all are as well. So with all that being said, that'll do for today's video. Thank you all so much for watching. I want to thank each and one of you for watching. My name is Redriveraviation. Take it easy, everybody. Stay safe. Trust the process. Do you love and love what you do? My name is Redriveraviation. I want to thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you all soon as Redriveraviation is signing off.